Hi everyone, it's Heidi again and welcome back to a bonus episode of Baby Names Sunday. Today's list is going to be unique and rare names that are inspired by the Aries zodiac sign. I was super excited to share this list as it was quite hard to find some Aries names that are not uncommon. So you guys are definitely in for a treat. But if you guys haven't already subscribed yet or you guys are new here, again, my name is Heidi. Hi. And please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell notification as well so you guys don't miss any of my names lists. I post every single week and you guys can go over to Instagram and check me out on there as well. Alright, so moving on to the list, but before I mention the names, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight on the Aries zodiac sign. So they are actually the very first sign of the zodiac and they're represented by the headstrong ram. Now this ram symbolizes that leader of the pack, the one who takes charge. They're fearless, they love to initiate, and they're very driven. Their ruling planet is Mars, which is also known as the warrior planet, and they're a true fire sign, obviously, and this fireness represents that passionate side, the bold and energetic side, and they're also extremely adventurous. Also, another great thing about Aries is that they are the beginning or like kickoff to the springtime. There's two gemstones that are associated with an Aries, so that's aquamarine, just like Pisces, and then moving on into April, the birthstone is diamond. So I thought those are two really great names already to kick off the list. Then lastly, as for flowers, there's actually two flowers that represent this zodiac sign. So there's the thistle, which would be a really cute, definitely unique nature name, thistle. And then the second one is honeysuckle. Now for this one, I definitely would probably take honey from it, or you can do honeysuckle for a middle name. I mean, that's pretty cool too. So you have both thistle and honey for really sweet girl names already. Now moving on into the list, first name on the boy side, I have the name Kazuo. Spelled K-A-Z-U-O, Kazuo. This one has just entered the name charts for the very first time in 2021. Super excited to see where it kind of lands throughout the year. Kazuo is actually a Japanese originated name meaning first son or harmonious man. A man who has his head on his shoulders, he knows what he's doing, and just kind of peaceful. He just has it all put together, and that is exactly a characteristic of an Aries. And as for nicknames, guys, there's so many with this one. So there's Kaz, there's Zuo, there's Zuzu. I love them all. All right, next up on the girl side, this one is unreal. It's the name Cerelia. Spelled C-E-R-E-L-I-A, Cerelia. I think it's so unique. It's the very first time I've ever actually seen this name, so that is a plus. So it's Latin originated, meaning relating to springtime. And again, this is also another name that's ranking the first time on the charts, but back in 2020. So it's not yet populated in 2021, so it's definitely a name that we have to keep an eye on. Another option here for the boy side, I have the name Emmaus, spelled E-M-M-A-U-S, Emmaus. Guys, I am honestly like, my energy level right now is through the roof with how amazing these names are. This one's a Greek place name from Aramaic roots, meaning hot spring. So with Aries being a fire sign, obviously a kickoff into springtime, I thought the meaning hot spring kind of symbolizes both, putting them together. It falls into so many trendy name categories like the Emmets, Everest, any E name at the beginning, Emmaus, just wow, very handsome. Okay, time for some energy. Next up on the list, we have the name Jubilee. This one is spelled J-U-B-I-L-E-E, nickname Jubes, Juju, even Lee. So cool, I might be biased because it is a Marvel X-Men superhero, and it's Hebrew originated, meaning ram's horn, which is a perfect reflection of an Aries baby. I am loving this for a girl. This was actually one of my options personally for our baby name list. We loved it. In X-Men, she was always known as this kind of like funky, very high energy, very energetic girl. So I think that really represents the characteristic also of an Aries. So I think this is just so perfect. Keeping on the girl side, another rare option here for you guys is the name Aurelia, spelled I-R-E-L-I-A, Aurelia. So this one's an invented English name meaning fighter, leader, and powerful, with those characteristics behind a little driven woman. I love it. Also, something really cool is it's actually a name that was also derived from the League of Legends game. So if you guys are a gamer, this is a perfect name for you that has a girly feel. It's familiar, but so unique. Next up on the list here, onto the boy side, I have the name Ramses, spelled R-A-M-S-E-S, Ramses. So this one's an Egyptian originated name meaning son of God, and this name in particular was actually the name of multiple rulers in ancient Egypt. With that being said, it obviously symbolizes to me leadership, a ruler, someone to look up to, and I find it really unique and uncommon here. Obviously in Egypt, it's probably definitely a lot more popular. Time for a fun vintage classic on the girl side. I have the name Minty, spelled M-I-N-T-Y, Minty. Minty as a girl's name actually gained popularity back in the late 1600s, early 1700s as well. It was kind of populating, it was on the name charts, and it kind of has vanished ever since, but popped up in 2020. So it's another name that we have to keep an eye on, and it's derived from Greek roots meaning defender. So bold and brave, and kind of gives off this minty, zesty feel. Next up on this list, I have the name Callister, spelled C-A-L-L-I-S-T-E-R, Callister. So this one's a take or like a play from the Irish surname McAllister, meaning strong leader or defending man. It could even be an honorary name for like a Calvin in the family. I feel like it pulls a lot of vintage roots as well, makes it almost modern. Back over onto the girl side, I have another vintage choice here that gives off the same vibe as Minty. I feel like this could be a sibling name. It's the name Lolly, spelled L-O-L-I, Lolly. So this one is used in India actually, surprisingly, quite frequently, and it means charming. Someone that is born under the Aries sign, they're very passionate, like I said before, so charming falls right into this category. It reminds me of the candy, like a lollipop. And candy gives you energy, which is also another characteristic trait of an Aries. Next name here on the list, I have the name Vinci, spelled V-I-N-C-I, Vinci. This one is inspired by an Aries baby, Leonardo da Vinci, so thought it was only suiting, and this is kind of a cool history if you're wanting something very historical. Vinci, I think this is too cool. He was known as one of the most talented high Renaissance individuals in history. His last name, Vinci, was actually a Latin rooted name meaning conquering. Moving on to another Japanese originated name on the list here, I have the name Izumi, spelled I-Z-U-M-I, Izumi. I think this one is so sweet and represents the spring season so well, meaning spring fountain. So I love the nature elements to it. It just gives that fresh new beginning feel. You can do the name Izzy for the nickname or just Zoomy for a nickname as well. So this is only perfect. All right, time to switch it up here. Okay, onto the boy side. I have the name Cadogan, so C-A-D-O-G-A-N, Cadogan. This is such a handsome sounding name. Oh my goodness, I love it. It sounds very surname inspired as well, and it's a Welsh originated name meaning honor in battle. A leader of the pack and very honorable for a little man. Cadogan also has that really fun sound to it, almost like Callahan. Cadogan, I don't know, I love the flow of it. Next up here on the girl side, I have the name Vesna or Vesna, spelled V-E-S-N-A. I believe you probably can pronounce it different ways depending on where you live in the world, but it's a Slavic originated name meaning spring, but it's also the name of an ancient springtime deity, which I thought was just so cool. It has a little bit of Slavic mythology in it, really representing that springtime. Very hard to find unique V names, and I think I found a new one that I love, absolutely love. Next two names here sound very similar and represent Mars. So I have the name Marston, spelled M-A-R-S-T-O-N, and this one's a fun play on the name Mars, which obviously is the ruling planet. Lots of parents lately have been really loving the name Mars, so this adds on that T-O-N ending, Marston. Very handsome in sound. And then I have the name Maro, spelled M-A-R-O, Maro. And this one is a Hebrew, Latin, and Japanese originated name meaning from Mars or myself. Maro was actually the name of an ancient Italian saint all the way back in 99 AD. And it's the short form of Marcellus. So you have Maro, Marcellus, and Marston to add to your list here, all representing that ruling planet Mars. So then that brings me to my very final name on the list here for you guys. I have the name Ori, spelled O-R-I-E, Ori. Very short and sweet sounding. It's a Hebrew originated name meaning gold. Now gold has been always a symbol of success and prosperity. It's also said to enlighten and uplift the soul. So I thought it was a name perfectly fitting for a little leader, again representing that Aries sign to a T, that headstrong ram. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Monday. Make sure you guys go check out yesterday's video if you guys missed it. I'll have it linked down below. It was a list of ZAYLA'S baby names, which honestly, she created the list herself and I was just so amazed. She did so well, and I know you guys will find some inspiration there as well. So take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys next Sunday with another baby names list. Bye!